My name is Katie Porter. I am the Executive Director at LINX Connect Center. LINX is an organization that supports individuals with developmental disabilities. We currently support individuals from age 8 to 88 in the Leduc area. And part of our programming is the employment program. And so we support individuals with disabilities to not just obtain employment, but be successful within their employment. And so part of that process is establishing positive relationships with our employers and organizations, community in general, so that we can use our positive relationships to ensure successful employment for the individuals. Essentially, we act as a bridge to make sure that individuals are not just employed, but they're successfully employed, and there's an ongoing open line of communication.
We do come in, watch for the cats because they can be very, very. No.
The one just us get in here, Sylvester.
Hi, I'm Lorna from Second Home Pet Resort. Our business is a family-owned and operated boarding kennel. We look after people's dogs when they go on vacation, and we have a daycare program, so people can bring their dogs during the day to run around and play. Generally busy when the weather is super hot because we have climate-controlled indoor area as well as outdoor areas, and when the weather is super cold or rainy. Gives those dogs the outlet to get some run around and socialization.
So Emma, how does having a job make you feel?
Happy, proud. When I got an opportunity to work here, I was a little nervous first because this was my first time being here to get the experience of working with animals and just learning about like the different animals and noticing like what do they need and who needs to be fed, who needs to be social act each other, like getting their hands out and making sure that they know that it's us, that we're safe, that they can fully trust us, and that's why I loved working here. So
Today we're at Second Home Pet Resort with Melissa and Emma. They got a job here at the beginning of June. It was a bit of work to get into there. It kind of starts with job searching at LINX. We work with our clients to support them in finding work, in developing their resumes and going in for interviews and dropping off the resume and writing cover letters, kind of working on those different life skills. So we were able to set up a tour at Second Home Pet Resort here to find out a bit about what they do and find out what kind of tasks we may be able to help with. And then we wrote a cover letter and resume and kind of reached out. And over the next took about a few months of back and forth and kind of working through it, but then they ended up getting hired on for the summer. And then kind of my role with that was, again, in supporting them in developing those life skills to begin with and writing a resume, writing a cover letter, finding businesses that they're interested in so that they can do something they're enjoying, right? Kind of those general skills that adults work on throughout their lives.
Can you tell us a little bit about your job?
We take care of the cats and the bunnies in the critter room. The only time we really interact with the dogs is if the owner needs us to help bring in stuff like their beds and food. And then we will bring the food and bed back when it's time for the dogs to go. And we will fill up their water dishes. And there's a lot of time we get to give them treats too.
We have Melissa and Emma working for us here. They are a great addition. They work with the cats, they work with the critters, the reptiles, the bunnies. They're really helpful with getting laundry done and working through all of the little animals so that we can spend more time with the dogs and focus on more handling.
So my job is the first thing is when we come in, we say hello to to our front counter. We greet them. We say hi. They ask us how's our day been going. Check in to see how we're all doing. They've been telling them on the list, okay, well, we're done, all the cat room is all cleaned. We checked everything. They ask us any questions and just asking if we need anything. They always give us a tour around here to they always ask us if there's anything else that we need to do. That's basically it at this job. So
Best part of it is working with the animals. Especially the cats. Here, bud. Over here. It's over there, bud.
So, what do you like about the people you work with?
They're very friendly and easy to get along with.
See, what helps you do your best every day?
just keeping positive and being kind to everybody, to the staff, to my job coaches, and making sure that we get all of our tasks done, and making sure that we do a good job. And at the end of the day, we come out and we just we just thank them. We're like, yeah, we'll see you next weekend, and just keep everybody positive and being kind.
What I would say to other businesses about the importance of inclusive employment is that we are all part of a community, and having these ladies here has taught me a lot and has taught my team a lot about what everybody has to offer.
My name is Tace Poliquin, and I'm currently a day program team lead as well as a job coach. The most rewarding thing is seeing their confidence build over the time and seeing them realize that they are not only capable, but they are worth it.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah!
Too loud, too loud.
I'm Eric Schrader.
And I'm Michelle Schwangler, and we're Leduc Brewing.
Woo!
Oh, sorry.
Was that a high five? Oh yeah. All right, nailed it.
I grew up in a small town where I didn't even know what the word inclusivity meant. And, I had 10 kids in my class. And so when I started to branch out and I got into healthcare, worked in schools, and worked with someone named Alex for about 5 years, and really, really learned a lot about it. And basically, everyone that I've met has so many amazing qualities that you wouldn't even dream of in another person there. And so I think every single person deserves a chance at a job, a chance at hope, a chance at a life. And if we're able to offer that in any small capacity, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like at the risk of repeating exactly what Michelle said, that everybody comes at life with different dynamics and different thought processes. And it's kind of neat just to see how everybody has something different to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
So, and regardless of your background or what's going on, it's just everybody kind of has that something to bring.
Some Sundays, my boss, he would invite me to play video games before the brewery even opens.
Nolan graciously lets me win every now and again at Mario Kart, but that's his game of choice. But no, we've had a bunch of tournaments here for video games and things like that, and he's great at IT. We oftentimes will have internet connectivity issues, and he helps us with that, and yeah, no, it's cool. It's fun, so.
And I think that's actually how we really connected with Nolan to start. Before he was even working here, we had a Mario Kart tournament and he joined us, and he was just so funny, and we just really connected. And then, so we were glad to connect further and offer a job and a place with us. So, yeah.
That's right, because I think my Nintendo 64 at the time was not connecting to the TV properly. And he's just like, well, do this. Oh yeah, duh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, he's very good at that stuff.
I came here to their old business when they had the Nerf place here, and then also when they switched over to the brewery, me and my dad started coming because my dad loves beer. And then I was like, why don't I talk to my job coach and see if I can get a job here? Then my job coach got the ball rolling. Then I got hired because they wanted to give me a shot. Everybody watches out for everybody when they're here, not visiting, and when we're working. People will watch out for other people, make sure it's always safe.
Nolan, how does having a job make you feel?
I feel included and part of a team, and it makes me feel like I can earn money to do things I want to do for fun.
I think the most rewarding part about my role and seeing the individuals that we support obtain opportunity within the community is, you know, I'm not surprised by them. I know what they're capable of, and I know they can do the job, and they can do it great. What is the most rewarding part is being a part of a community that is truly inclusive. I live in Leduc and I work in Leduc. This is my community, and I love to be able to say, this business is inclusive, this business is inclusive, because this is my community too, and it creates a real safety for me. I'm not surprised that our guys can do awesome work. I know that. I know them, and I know that they are so capable, but it's really rewarding for me to see the community come together and truly create opportunity and space for them.
Well, having the job makes me feel proud and happy because I remember how long it took me to get my first job, and it makes me feel like I have worked hard to get that first job. So yeah.
Inclusive employment is important to us because we have a special needs daughter. That's the motivator for us starting this company. And there are lots of other children and people like her who don't have the everyday skills that it takes to maintain full-time employment, long hours, extra work after normal hours and things like that. So when we heard about LINX and knew that they were an organization here locally, we offered a position here within the store. And since then, we've been happy to have somebody like Booba in our store all the time. He brings a different energy. He always comes happy and loves to work.
What is the best part about working at your building?
The best part is being a part of the team whenever and anytime. I have been like part of the team outside of mobility equipment service and inside the workplace. So yeah, it makes me feel good and keep pushing me to, feel like I belong to wherever we go.
And everybody deserves the chance to go out and work a job and live a life and earn a living, right? Regardless of where they're at on what spectrum or what set of abilities that they are capable of. Not only that, but Booba does an amazing job, man. Like, he's awesome. Like I said, it's so fun to have Booba here.
What helped me do my best every day is the support that I have everywhere, from LINX to here, from my support home. And yeah, having a support is one thing that make me feel strong and give me the power to feel like I can do whatever I can, and I can do whatever I want to do, and I don't have to feel like I'm doing it alone, So looks like I'm a movie star.
It's important that when you are trying to allocate a position for somebody who has different needs or higher needs, that you give them the exposure and experience throughout the company, right? Because sometimes people with different needs, with autism, are hyper-focused, right? And they'd be better at an attention to detail kind of position, where other people aren't as close to attention to detail and just standard tasks of picking up or cleaning up and things like that are things that they enjoy, right? It leaves them with a clean space. They feel like they've done something, they've helped out, and then yeah, it just makes for a better environment. So when we include people with different abilities and different needs. It brings not just an energy, but I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Focus, maybe, because so a lot of the people that work in this industry and other industries like this don't remember that there's people that have different needs and still need employment, and their qualifications are just as good as somebody else, but they haven't had experience or whatever. So we're more about taking in people that need employment, right? People, not somebody that's just looking for employment, but somebody that's ambitious and wants to work, right?
When you're actually being inclusive, I mean, you're looking at, the way I see it at least, is that you're looking at someone as them and going like, hey, you are valued and you belong here, and like your perspective is great, and we very much value that. So when you're an inclusive employer, you get all these like different perspectives and different things that are going to be contributed that ultimately, I guess, lead to innovation, or like can really make people feel safe, I think, too, in a workplace, because it's not all just like, oh, we expect it just this way. It's like, however you are, like, that's going to bring something awesome to our team. Yeah.
DEAM, Disability Employment Awareness Month, I think is an opportunity, more than just celebrating success stories. I think it's a really great opportunity for us to challenge some myths or preconceptions about the disability community, about what they are capable of, the jobs that they can do, and just a really important opportunity for us to open up these lines of communication and ask the tough questions, and start to look at our own workplaces and say, are we truly inclusive? Do we have opportunity to grow and develop in that area, and what could that look like?
Inclusive hiring goes beyond just the right thing to do and benefits the employer, because we have just an amazing community of people that are not only willing to learn, but they are willing to take direction, willing to try new things. They are extremely reliable, and they are just all around honest, well-rounded working people.
If any businesses or organizations are interested in asking those questions and investigating or diving into how they can be more inclusive, reach out to us here at LINX. You can visit our website at www.linx.ngo. Send us an email, give us a call, and we would be happy to have that conversation with you.